Kashmir, like Palestine, is another botched British colonial legacy. The Muslim-majority state of Jammu and Kashmir ended up against its will in India rather than Pakistan, and there's been trouble ever since. As long ago as the 1950s, the United Nations Security Council unanimously agreed that there must be a plebiscite in the disputed territory so the people could self-determine their own future. That plebiscite has never been held. Instead, successive Indian governments have filled a place that was known as paradise on earth with so many occupation soldiers, it turned to hell on earth instead. There were 700,000 Indian soldiers occupying Kashmir, making it the most heavily militarized place on God's earth. The reason is that the right-wing Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has scrapped the status of Kashmir, which was officially, legally, and internationally recognized as a disputed territory, and annexed it into India proper. Straight out of the Netanyahu-Israel playbook, they have annexed the territory, abolished the prohibition on settlers coming to establish settlements there, and there's now a rush of Mr. Modi's supporters to establish what will be illegal settlements on Kashmiri land. What could possibly go wrong? Well, everything. Because the Muslim majority population, just like the Palestinians, will rise up against this illegal settlement, rise up for their self-determination, and then there's China. Modi's scrapping of Article 370 and his deletion of India's own constitutional provision, 35A, have set the scene for a potential catastrophe in Kashmir. And the Chinese aren't going to put up with it, because China also has a border with Kashmir, and it doesn't want that border to suddenly become Indian-occupied territory, Indian annexed territory, I should say. So the scene is set for a potential war. What, again, could possibly go wrong? Well, China, India, and Pakistan are all nuclear-armed states. So if the world community doesn't step up to the plate very quickly and bring this situation under control, return to the status quo ante, demand that India stops the grotesque abuse of the human rights and civil rights of the occupants of Jammu and Kashmir, there's going to be war, and what a war it might turn out to be. So, Kashmir, you thought it was just a trendy fabric you could buy in the Harrods sale? No, you might be about to find that Kashmir is the most dangerous place on earth.